Hi everyone! So I had a new hair cut. Some of it's just product that makes it look kind of textured, but effectively it's been cut. My hair grows so quickly, it's ridiculous. And I happen to have a trans non-binary hairdresser, so they're quite happy to accommodate, my emerging style, let's say. Hmm. I did that because I thought I was going to have a power outage at this abode yet again, because I had a notice from Superloop, which is my internet provider, that there would be, because they'd be doing more electrical works on the road, which indeed they were, because when I popped my head out, that's what I saw. But effectively, there was no power loss. I don't know if the NBN was affected. It might have been about that. But anyway, I thought I'm out of here because I'm like, I'm not suffering through this again. So I had my hair did, and then I had a banh mi, which I always do after I get my hair cut, and let's face it, more recently, quite frequently, just off the cuff. But one of the really interesting things is I had my first Banh Mi injury. What do I mean by that? The crispy, kind of hard edge of the bread made a little cut on the roof of my mouth. And so I really feel it now. And I'm rethinking dinner. I'm thinking because it's Friday and I got my tax return. Oh, hallelujah. Now I don't feel like I'm on the edge of poverty. Um, let's see, I'm thinking of eating out and just having something soft like ravioli or something like that. What do you think? So, the last 24 hours in a relational plan or level have been really challenging. And I won't go into too much detail, but it's required of me all the training that I've had in mental health to be that support person and also not escalate things, allow the person to express themselves, validate them, show a caring attitude, not very reactive, and so on, all in the name of trying to get things or helping them get to a certain baseline. They do have a therapist. So my understanding is they're seeing their psych online tomorrow. But it admittedly is not the first time, and it has taken a lot of energy for me because I think there's kind of an element of seesawing emotionally and fears about attachment. Not necessarily expressed that way, but from what I can read from the volatility and dysregulation that are reminiscent of borderline personality disorder. And I can't diagnose, even though I'm about to start my grad dip in psychology with the purpose of hopefully continuing to the honours year and doing my own project, and then getting my master's in clinical psychology to qualify. It's a long road, but I'm not a psychiatrist either, and I'm not studying psychiatry, and there are reasons for that. I am a peer support worker, which is where I got the mental health first aid training and assist suicide intervention training, which was very dynamic, and we did so much role play, and I got a lot out of it. It was a real eye-opener. But the oddest thing is I had someone at home, and that individual is now at a distance, who was threatening, to take their life while I was doing the training. That kind of helped, but it still meant that I lived on edge, and I still need to come back to myself, as we say in peer support, and not have my trigger points kind of activated, because everyone has to look after their mental health, independent of whether they've had a diagnosis of this or that. it's a challenging task. And I just want to facilitate that, but also refer, especially at a distance where I'm not physically there. And also, as you know, it could be lover, it could be partner, it could be close friend, but I'm not the mental health professional. All I can do is draw on some of my communication skills and make some adjustments to how I respond, and not respond from those bases of, my own triggers, and then hopefully refer someone. But that takes a lot of self-possession, and it's a work in progress. Do you relate to any of this, from the Banh Mi injury to relational repair and helping someone regulate? I'm not sure. There's always something new, isn't there?